The morning I almost handed my entire company to my only son turned into the day I discovered he wanted me dead. My daughter-in-law greeted me with a warm smile and handed me a fresh cup of coffee. Just as I lifted it to my lips, my longtime housekeeper accidentally bumped into me and whispered, "Do not drink it. Trust me." Those few words saved my life. My name is Margaret Hayes, and at 64, I believed I had already survived the hardest loss of my life after my husband passed away. I spent 15 years rebuilding our manufacturing company into a successful business worth millions. I trusted my son, Ethan, to eventually inherit everything. He had been working with me for years, and his wife, Vanessa, had become part of the company as our marketing director. I thought we were simply meeting to discuss my retirement and the future of the business. Instead, they arrived carrying legal documents for me to sign and coffee they insisted I drink. As we talked, I noticed my trusted housekeeper, Maria, acting strangely. She looked frightened and kept watching my coffee. After secretly warning me, she deliberately spilled the cup before I could finish it. Vanessa quickly tried replacing it with her own coffee, but Maria accidentally knocked that cup over as well. In the confusion, Vanessa ended up drinking from the poisoned coffee herself. Within minutes, Vanessa became dizzy, collapsed onto my living room floor, and started convulsing. She was rushed to the hospital where doctors confirmed she had been poisoned with arsenic. While everyone believed she was the victim, I realized something terrifying. That poison had never been meant for her. It had been prepared for me. Outside the hospital, Maria asked me to meet her privately. There, she revealed a horrifying secret she had been hiding for months. She had watched Vanessa secretly add drops of poison into my morning coffee during every business meeting. At first, Maria doubted herself, but after seeing my health slowly decline, she began documenting everything. She took notes, photographs, and even recorded conversations because she feared nobody would believe her. That morning, Vanessa had poured a much larger amount into my coffee because they planned for me to die that day. The truth became even darker. My own son had been helping her the entire time. Together, they had stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars from the company, secretly taken out life insurance policies on me, and planned to inherit everything after making my death appear natural. They believed my growing weakness was simply making their plan easier to finish. Maria handed all her evidence to the police while investigators searched my son and daughter-in-law home. They discovered financial records, hidden poison, insurance documents, and detailed notes tracking my health as if I were a science experiment. Even worse, they found recordings where Ethan and Vanessa laughed about watching me grow weaker and celebrated the fortune they expected to inherit after my death. Both were arrested and charged with attempted murder, conspiracy, fraud, and embezzlement. During the trial, their own recordings destroyed every excuse they tried to make. Ethan blamed Vanessa. Vanessa blamed Ethan, but the evidence proved they had planned every step together. The jury found them guilty on every charge, and both received life sentences without parole. The greatest lesson I learned was not about betrayal. It was about loyalty. The person who saved my life was not my own family. It was Maria, the quiet housekeeper who had worked beside me for 20 years. She risked her job, her freedom, and even her own safety. Because she refused to watch an innocent person die after the trial, I sold the house filled with painful memories and started over. Together, Maria and I created the Hayes Foundation, an organization dedicated to protecting elderly victims of financial abuse and family betrayal. What began as the darkest chapter of my life became a mission that has helped hundreds of vulnerable people. Sometimes people ask if I regret surviving. My answer is always the same. The coffee they prepared was meant to end my life, but instead it opened my eyes. Blood does not always make someone family, and kindness does not always come from those you expect. The greatest inheritance I ever received was not money or success. It was discovering that true loyalty is priceless, and sometimes the person willing to save your life is the one you never realized had already become family.